I'd like to welcome all of you to our presentation of PSAP's Finest Director of the Year Award. This year it's my great honor to recognize Stephen Sharpe. Before we get on to presenting the award, I'd like to first give you a little background in the awards program and also talk about Steve and why he was selected for the award. Now in its 11th year, the PSAP's Finest Award is an annual award program that recognizes extraordinary individuals in the field of emergency 911 communications. Each year, 4 individuals are selected by a panel of judges who are a part of the 911 community. Just like you, the awards are presented annually to individuals chosen as director, line supervisor, technician, and telecommunicator of the year. New for 2016 was the addition of the category of PSAP of the year. In terms of what the PSAP's Finest is all about, I think one of our judges this year summed it up best. Keith Godwin, the 911 Communications Section Chief with the Genesee County Fire Rescue, was one of the 5 judges who volunteered their time to judge the competition this year. He said, "The average citizen has no idea about the complexity of providing, supervising, supporting, and managing emergency communications. The winners, selected from a long list of nominees, represent the thousands of public safety communications professionals who support their communities 24/7, 365. They are all shining stars." Without further delay, I'd now like to present this year's PSAP Finest Director of the Year to Steve. I'd also like to read some highlights from the nomination that was submitted. When Steve entered the field of public safety communications in transition from service with the United States Air Force, he came in as a voracious learner. He took every opportunity to learn and become knowledgeable in every aspect of his position, from having responsibility over his county's 911 center to the operation of the county's public safety radio network and beyond. Over time, he developed his subject matter expertise to where he now serves as a trusted advisor to his peers, all while understanding and embracing the fact that he can learn from anyone. Steve is very active in the public safety community, particularly in New York State. He's involved in the user groups for the county's CAD system, as well as the New York State 911 Coordinators Association. Steve has also served for many years as chairman of the FCC Region 55 Planning Committee for 700 and 800 megahertz radio. His service in that capacity is an example for others to follow. As Director of Emergency Communications for the Genesee County Sheriff's Office, Steve takes time to motivate his staff toward excellence. Their work is recognized regularly, such as during National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week and during the holiday season, when the unwavering work of public safety professionals, including telecommunicators, often goes unnoticed while we enjoy our time off. Steve is also an advocate for his employees on the equipment and training front. He firmly believes that his employees perform at their peak when they are provided the proper tools and knowledge. He regularly brings nationally recognized training programs from organizations such as APCO, NAED, PowerPhone, and others to his agency, providing those programs not only to his own staff, but offering them to surrounding agencies. Lastly, Steve is a lifelong learner outside his day-to-day work. He is now actively pursuing his doctoral degree with the goal of sharing his knowledge he has gained over the years as a teacher to those who wish a career in emergency communications. Steve is a fine example of the people who serve us in emergency communications. His efforts to raise the bar of professionalism both inside and outside his agency are notable. That level of professionalism extends itself to his staff, the other members of the Sheriff's Office, and to the surrounding public safety agencies. The public safety community is a better place because of people like Steve. Steve, we couldn't agree more, I couldn't agree more. And so for all your hard work, commitment, and dedication, we're honored to present you with this 2016 PSAP Finest Director of the Year Award. Congratulations. Now, we'll get this thing out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna have to get the maintenance people here to
Hang
put
it
a
up.
nail in your wall. Oh, there you go. Let's get it. You want to get out of the way of it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's get it. Sheriff, Under Sheriff, do you want to do it? More? Any more?
A lot of the accomplishments that he lists aren't because of me. It's because of people like the sheriff, Sheriff Mayha, Under Sheriff Sharon, the 911 Operations Board, the legislature. They all give us the tools to deal with everything that we're dealing with, and also to make the technological changes that we're making. But at the end of the day, as I was telling you earlier, it's the dispatchers. They're the ones that deal with the technology. They're the ones that have to go through all the different changes. They're the ones that answer the phone call when the radios are having a little bit of trouble. They're the ones that answer the phone when people are mistreating them, and the next person up they treat as if nothing ever happened. They're the ones that take the calls when, okay, the cat goes down, and they're the ones taking down it on pen and paper and making it work. So they're the ones that are the true heroes here, not me. So as much as this is about, you know, a little bit of honor towards me, the truth is this organization wouldn't succeed if it wasn't for the people involved. And we've got a really good mix of people who are very experienced, people who are journeymen or in the middle of their careers, and then people who are just starting out. And it's that breadth and depth of experience that really makes this place work, because the technology is always going to change. There's always going to be a widget or a box to try and make work. Okay, but it's how do we deal when that widget or that box fails? And that comes back down to what kind of people do we employ? What kind of leadership do they enjoy or use when I'm not around, or when Russ isn't around, or the sheriff isn't around? Because a lot of times things fail at 3 o'clock in the morning, and guess what? Our dispatchers figure it out. And as I said, it's a constant evolving process. It's a constant evolution as far as us learning and me learning, because I'm still not where I need to be, and we're not where we need to be. We've still got a long way to go. And there's things that I'm starting today that aren't going to be finished by me. They're going to be finished by the people who follow after me. So it's about creating a team where if anything happens to me or I leave, then there's someone there to pick up that torch and keep going on. And that's the nice thing about this organization.